Hi, this is Wendy with Pretty Cool, and we've sort of been on a little holiday / illness hiatus for the last few weeks. I'm excited to get back to making the unboxing videos, and it's appropriate to start with what has quickly become my absolute favorite subscription box, and it's called LitCube. And every month in this box, there's always at least one book and maybe two, and then they center all the rest of the items in the box around one of the themes of the book. So I really enjoy this box. I look forward to its arrival every month. I love to read, but sometimes I don't want to take the time to go to the bookstore and try to hunt down something that looks interesting. So far, I've enjoyed almost every book they've sent. I think there's only been one book that I really didn't enjoy that much, but I still read it and then I passed it along to a friend when I was done. This month's theme is Mother of Dragons. And as you can see from the picture, they centered some of the items around the character, I believe her name is Daenerys, something like that, from Game of Thrones. I haven't watched Game of Thrones, but I know the general gist of the story. So we have some dragon-related items and some Game of Thrones-related items in this box. The box almost always includes a snackable, a wearable, a readable, and then of course some other items as well. First of all, a pen. Hearthstone is the name of the book in the box this month. Can always use a pen, so it's fun to get them in a box. The snackable this month is a package of tortilla chips and some nacho cheese sauce. So I may even dive into this later today watching football games maybe. We'll see if I'm in the mood for it. But it looks yummy. Never had the Snyder's of Hanover chips. I think of them more with pretzels, so we'll see how their chips are. Okay, this is interesting. This is a pillowcase. Let me get it all unfolded here. Just a white pillowcase. However, on the edge of it, it says, "Moon of my life, my sun and stars." And I had no idea what that meant, so my loving husband looked it up for me, and it is a quote from Game of Thrones. He told me it is what this gal and her husband said to each other. So that's kind of cute. Can always use an extra pillowcase around the house, so that's nice. Okay, I love this, and I'm going to show it to you. And I told my husband, I said, I want you to put this up somewhere where you and the girls can see it every day and remember it. Okay, it says, "I will do what queens do. I will rule." Now, our girls are definitely the princesses in this house, but as I often like to remind them, they may be the princesses, but I am the queen. So don't forget that, and if I put this up, maybe it will sink in a little bit. That's really neat. Okay, I get some really neat jewelry pieces in the LitCube. I'm going to have the coolest jewelry box of anyone in the world. This is, I don't know if you can see it well, it's a dragon claw holding this red ball, and it probably has something to do with a theme in this book. That is really neat. I can't wait to wear that with something. It's really cool. Okay, and now of course the main point of the LitCube, and this is the book. It's called Hearthstone, and I'll read the description from the back. When I read the first sentence, if you're in the know, you're going to get the gist before I get to the end of it, but I'll keep reading. It says, "They say a rider in possession of a good blade must be in want of a monster to slay. And Marybourne Manor has plenty of monsters. Passionate, headstrong Eliza Bentane knows this all too well. She's already lost one sister to the invading griffins. So when the people of Marybourne Manor scrape together the funds to hire a band of riders to hunt down the horde, Eliza is relieved her sister will soon be avenged. Her relief is short-lived. With the arrival of the haughty and handsome dragon rider, Alistair Darrad, Eliza expects a battle. What she doesn't anticipate is romantic clash of wills, pitting words and wit against the pride of an ancient house. Nor does she anticipate the mystery that haunts them from Marybourne Manor, with its roots running deep as the foundations of the kingdom itself, where something old and dreadful slumbers, something far more sinister than griffins. It's a war Eliza is ill prepared to wage, on a battlefield she's never known before, one spanning kingdoms, class lines, and the curious nature of her own heart. Okay, if you haven't figured it out before now, here it goes. L. Catherine White infuses elements of Jane Austen's beloved Pride and Prejudice with her own playful brand of magic. Filled with wyverns, dragons, and the warriors who fight alongside them against the monsters that threaten the kingdom, griffins, direwolves, banshees, and lamias, Hearthstone is a modern epic fantasy that conjures a familiar yet wondrously unique new world. Okay, so it sounds like we sort of have a mashup here of Pride and Prejudice, maybe a little Game of Thrones in there, maybe a little Fantastic Beasts into the bargain. So it sounds really interesting, and Pride and Prejudice is everywhere these days. So let me make a suggestion to you. If you've never read the original, get busy with it, because then you'll really get stuff like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. These are all things that I've looked at recently that were takeoffs of the original Pride and Prejudice. So if you haven't read it, get to it. All right, that's all for now. Bye-bye.